So this is your the same topic, direct and indirect speech. You can see here the conversion of tenses of your form of pronoun and also the time and place, how it will get changed. You can zoom it and you can look at from here that if your direct speech in the pronoun of I, it will convert into he or she. If it in the form of me, it will convert into him and her. Okay, and what is of time now will convert into then, tomorrow to the next day or the following day. Suppose if I am saying you one example that Rohan said he will come tomorrow. So what or how you will change this sentence into indirect speech? You will write Rohan said that. You will remove the inverted commas and you will write that. Rohan said that he will convert into would. Rohan said that he would come. Tomorrow will now convert into next day. So Rohan said that he would come next day. Is it clear? Okay. Or one example I'm taking from here, if your pronoun, suppose R O U R. So I'm giving you one example. Seema said our house is very big. So how you will convert into indirect? Seema said that our house, it means Seema's house. So what you will use here, if you will use our again, so it means your house, but you are not speaking about yourself. You are speaking about Seema's house. So how you will write for Seema's house? R will convert into their. Seema said that their house is very big. Their house was very big because we have to change here the present tense simple present into simple past. Is it clear? And this is about your question sentences. If question is asked in your direct speech, how you will convert it into indirect speech? So it is again very simple. If your questions are having answer of yes or no, it means you can see here in your first, second, third, fourth, fifth point. In the question, begin with the helping verb and which gives you an answer just of yes or no. Example, helping verbs questions. Do you come with me? Are you playing? What is she coming? These are the helping verbs question. Do, is, am, are. So always the answers of such kind of questions is either yes or no. So if your question's answer is just yes or no, like do you like coffee? Yes or no. So this kind of direct speech question, when you will convert it into indirect speech, you will always use if or whether there. Like here are example. My mother said to me, is your friend returning the trip today? So when you will convert into indirect speech, my mother asked. Always in question sentence, said you will not use because in questions you someone is asking. So instead of said you will write ask me, remove the inverted comma, if my friend was returning from the trip that day. Today will converted here into that day. Now, in direct speech, Dad said to me, are you feeling okay? So here, Dad asked me, said will goes into ask, and now it is a question which can answer of yes and no. So here you are using if I was feeling okay. You have seen we have changed tenses also. Is your friend returning is simple, is your present continuous, so you have converted into past continuous. Simple. If my friend was returning from the trip that day. Here in the second one, are you feeling okay is your simple present. You have converted if I was feeling okay, simple past. But if your question arises from WH, it means WH family, like what, when, where, how, then of course there will be no if and whether will come there. There you have to use the question word as it is. Is that clear? You will not change the questions like if or whether. So here in the second part you can see the question beginning words whom, who, whose, what, which, when, where, why and how. Then they will not use of if or whether. You will use them directly like he said to me, where did you stay in Delhi? So he asked me, said will convert into ask me, remove the inverted commas, you are rewriting it into indirect speech, where I stay in Delhi. Did you? Now it will convert into I because you are asking from me, where I stayed in Delhi. So where you will use as it is, but helping verbs like is, am, are, you will convert it into if or whether. Now rules for changing your imperative sentence. It means command, request and suggestion. How you will change. So the reporting verb say is changed into verb of command or request such as tell. If you are commanding to tell, if you are commanding to order, command, ask, beg, it means your say or said will change into these words. The reporting verb is your said, but now in your imperative sentence you will now write instead of said, tell, ordered, command, ask, beg, urge, remind, these words. So here the infinitive is used direct command and request. Example is given. The teacher said to the student, sit down, direct speech. Now in imperative, the teacher ordered. Said is now not here. Instead of said, you are writing ordered the student to sit down. Inverted commas you have replaced. It means the word said you will remove here, and instead of said what you have to use, you will use here ordered, ask, tell, urge, behind, beg, these words. For negative command, this one the positive word. For negative, what you will write? Negative command are expressed by not. Example, don't get wet in the rain, children, said the mother. So what you will write here? The mother warned the children. Said you have removed and you have written warn the children not to get wet in the rain. So don't get wet in the rain, children. This is said to the mother. Mother said, you have written the mother warned the children to not to get wet in the rain. It means your word said you will replace with any order, with any command whatsoever you are giving. You are ordering someone, you are warning someone, you are instructing, you are requesting, promising. जो भी आप कर रहे हो, दो whatsoever you are doing, that you will use in place of word said. Now for your exclamations, the rules is that you will remove the exclamatory sign, you will remove here, and if your exclamation is begin with what, how and this kind of question words, you will convert them and you will write in wonder, with happiness, with disgust. It means what your feeling is actually. You are wonder, you are with happiness, you are surprised, that you will write instead of what. Example, he said, what a pleasant surprise. The second point, the following rule should always be remembered. I'm reading from here. Your answer is he said that it was a pleasant surprise. What you have changed, and now you have written it was a pleasant surprise. She said how shrewd he is. She exclaimed. What was her feeling actually? She exclaimed that he was very shrewd. You have removed the exclamatory in your indirect sentences. Is that clear? Just go through them, and if any query is there, you can better ask.